What's happening, guys? Ari here with Boston Automotive Consulting, and in this video today I want to talk about why a car dealer doesn't like it when you pay in cash. If you're logging on to one of my videos for the very first time, I want to encourage you to please consider subscribing, because this channel is all about giving car buyers solid negotiation advice, and I put out a ton of vehicle specific buying and leasing guides that you'll be able to use when you're trying to hammer out a deal. So diving right in, you guys. So in thinking about this question, why they don't like it when you pay in cash, you've got to realize that there's two types of dealers that we're talking about. There's the sort of franchise dealership, and there's sort of the mom and pop used car type dealership. Used car dealerships, mom and pop type dealerships, typically go to the auction, and while they can buy cars on a line of credit, they typically don't. They're buying them usually in cash, or they're financing them through other means, and they actually need cash flow. These guys, they typically, they want to see some profit being made on the financing. However, there's nothing that speaks louder to them than you walking in with the suitcase of cash. So you won't really have too much trouble with the mom and pop type dealerships. On the other hand, what we're actually focusing on is the new car dealership. You may be faced with a ton of trouble there, and let me explain to you exactly why that is. The obvious part: they make money when you finance. They make a lot of money. Sometimes the amount of money that they're making just on the car can be the same amount on the finance charge when you're about to sign up for like a 60 or a 72-month loan. And more than likely, because you're paying in cash, chances are you're doing something right and you know a thing or two. And this usually translates into you probably not buying any of the other stuff that they're trying to offer you in the finance department. Am I right or am I right? Hit like if I'm right. Usually in the finance department, the big money is made. And guys, what I want to stress more than just this, it's not even so much that they don't like it when you don't finance through them. There's a completely separate aspect to the deal. You've got to understand that car dealers, whenever they're giving you a price and when they're asking you how do you intend on financing, a lot of manufacturers will give you an offer, like let's say maybe a $2,000 or a $3,000 rebate if you're financing with that manufacturer's bank. As in, if you're going to be financing through that bank, you'll get a better price on the car. And the dealership isn't trying to force you to finance with that bank. They're actually trying to give you a better price, something that they know, listen, we can honor this price, but you've got to finance with that bank. And when you're debating actually financing through them or paying in cash, but you've already been given a price and they say, no, we can't honor that price if you're not gonna finance, they're not kidding around when they do this. See, if the initial conversation took place and there are no rebates in play requiring you to finance, and they're insisting that you don't pay in cash in order to get that price, here's how I would approach it. Obviously, the best bet is to just keep on arguing or just leave altogether and find a dealer that'll honor that price to be paid in cash. However, here's how I would approach this. So most of these loans, the way that they profit, the loans have to be kept open for a very minimum amount of time. It's usually between like 90 or 120 days. So how I would approach it is if the dealer is insisting you finance to get that price, then I would ask the question back, what is the minimum amount that needs to be financed, and what's the minimum duration that that loan needs to be kept open for? But you've got to understand which bank that they're trying to get you to finance through. The very important question is not so much how much of it needs to be financed, as it is which bank is it going to be financed through. As in, are you going to be offering me a rate that's competitive and through Honda Motor Finance? Or is this something that's being done with a bank or a credit union I've never even heard of before at a rate double than what the market is telling me I can get? These are very important questions to ask when a dealer is insisting that you cannot pay in cash in order to get a price that they've quoted you already. What I do want to stress though, if you really are trying to pay in cash, regardless of if a rebate is available that's substantial enough that's causing a major issue with the final price that they're quoting you, I do want to encourage you to, at the very least, put it all into a loan calculator online, like there's a ton of them, and figure out exactly what's your overall expenditure if you're gonna be paying in cash, as in the out-the-door price that they're giving you if it's a cash purchase, and figure out exactly how much it's gonna cost you in order to take out the very minimum loan at the very minimum duration, and see exactly, are you losing any money or are you saving money by doing this? Aside from that, if you're not getting any additional rebate, I would probably get up and walk out of that dealership, because paying in cash is easily the bossiest thing you can do. So guys, I hope this video clarified exactly why the dealership doesn't like when you pay in cash and why they try to get you to finance. Aside from the fact that they make money on the financing, sometimes you will actually get a better price because the manufacturer is giving you a rebate when you finance through them. If you found this information useful and you want to see more of these new car buying and negotiation tip type videos, please consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.